So if you were here about 10 minutes ago, we just did a full introduction. Just a very, very brief recap. This mare is unbroke. We gave her her first saddling on day 1. Day 2, I rode her, which was yesterday. I rode her for about 10 minutes. This is day 3. Today, what I want to do is I just want to recap what I've done the first 2 days because, you know, I need to do that. Make sure that she's in a calm state. Then we're going to saddle her. Then we're going to ride her, hopefully give her her first proper ride and walk, trot, and canter in this big arena, okay? So the first thing we said is I have to establish respect between me and this horse. Respect comes in the form of controlling the feet. So you saw how light she was, how she responded when I just put my hand up and asked her to follow that feel. And she just went ahead straight away. And when you're doing this is what we call lunging. But a lot of people, when they're trying to break in a horse, what they do is they do maybe half an hour of lunging to the left, make the horse canter and canter and canter and canter. And then what they do is they change reins and they go the other way, canter, 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 until the horse is physically dead. And she's too tired to do anything. That's when they put the saddle on. So that would be an example of trying to physically overpower a horse in order to get what you want done. What I'm doing here is you'll notice that I'm going to keep changing her direction. Like every couple of laps, I'm going to say stop, then go the other way. Stop, then go the other way. That's a lot of commands from me. Good. So the more you change your horse's direction, the calmer they get. So you can see she's nervous, right? She's trotting up and down, her head is high, her nostrils are flared. She's a little on the explosive side. These are all typical signs of a young horse. Like an older horse will just trot calmly. Well, let's see the change in a few minutes. So stop her here, pressure, release. Here's question, release. Here's a pressure, there's a response, release. Here's a pressure. So what I'm liking about her today is she's a lot softer on the go. Like yesterday, she wouldn't go so well, and when she did go, she'd just go wild. She'd buck, 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 buck. Today, she's a lot more, well, a little bit better. And we've got, well, initially I had about an hour and a half, but I think I might only have an hour now to get the whole process done. So I hope you guys appreciate that. Although I want to make this entertaining, I've got to go with what the horse is feeling. So if she's feeling quite jittery and jumpy and explosive, then I've got to keep going. Now I'm just going to increase the number of changes of direction. So I'm going to say go and stop. Go and stop. And 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 go. Good. And stop. And go and stop. And go. Good. Excellent. Now I might let her just trot around a couple of circles. What we should start to see is that her trot gets slower and slower, and that her head starts to drop. And you might start to see her chew and lick her lips. Pressure, release. less explosive there, dropping the head. You see this? And can you guys, if you notice the inside ear of this horse, well, the ear closest to me is pretty much always on me. Because the inside ear is listening to me, she's waiting for the next instruction, and the outside ear is basically towards you, towards the rest of the world. See this? This is much better. So this is not the sign that she's getting tired. It's a sign that she's starting to relax a little bit. Right. I'm going to always, with the young horses, I'm going to reward the slightest try. So if I see something going in the right direction, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and I'm going to release. So you see, till now I haven't touched her, I haven't rubbed her or anything like that, yeah? But because she only learns, she feels the praise by the release of pressure. So now what I'm going to do, and we developed this the other day, so she shouldn't be too bad with this, is the same stick that I had asking her to go. You see this rope here, it is totally slack. There's nothing, there's no tension on this rope, okay? So what I'm saying to her here is if you feel scared, run. If she does run, I don't release the pressure, because if I release the pressure when she runs, then she'll learn to run from fear. What I want to teach her is to stand still and relax if she gets scared. Because the last thing I want is for a horse to overreact when I'm on her back, and then the first thing she thinks of is what Mother Nature told her, is just run for your life, you know? That's great. So I see a little bit of a drop with the head, I just release, and then just start again. Good. So now I might increase that pressure some more. Start to spank here. Because what I'm trying to prove to her and show you is that she'll move when I ask her to move, not because she's scared. She'll move when I ask her to move because she has respect, without fear. So respect with fear looks like a guy holding a gun saying, give me your money. You'll respect him, you'll give me your money, but that's because you're fearful. Respect without fear, so respect based on trust, would look like some, I don't know, maybe some inspirational leader that you guys like. You have a lot of respect for them, you have a lot of trust for them, and if that person was to ask you to do something, you do it willingly and happily. So that's what I'm trying to develop with her, is that you don't need to fear me or my tools. There's always things that are introduced to you in a horse logic way, in a way that you'll be able to understand. Great, release that pressure there. Now, go for the next higher level. That's good. Good. Now I've done two sides, I want to do the front as well. So make sure that she's not afraid of me doing this. Now if I ask somebody from the audience to come out here and stand in front of me and let me do this to them, I guarantee you that human being would go like this. I hope it doesn't hit me. If she had just a little bit of that in her, you'd see it. She'd run, she'd move. So the fact that she's willing to stand still here and there's no change in her tells me that she has not 99% trust that I'm not going to hurt her, 100% trust that I'm not going to hurt her. Good. So there we've developed two things. Respect, so move when I ask you to move, and then stand still and ignore the pressure when I ask you just to stand still. So we're going to increase that a little bit because yesterday she was fearful of plastic bags. Okay, plastic bags, horses don't like these sounds because maybe in their millions of years of development, this kind of sound normally means something creeping up behind the bushes. So they're biologically programmed to, if they're not sure of something, run. and then stop and think, okay? So approach, retreat. That's pressure, release. Pressure, release. Pressure, release. Excellent. And you're going to see me work with this horse. I'm constantly going to be saying, the louder you are with your horse, the quieter your horse will get. So here she's moving. I'm just going to keep that pressure on until she completely stands still. Good. Release there. And this is what she didn't like yesterday. She kept jumping. Today, different story. Well done, baby. So you can see a little bit of tension in there. She twitches, her head will go up. Horses give you 5 signs of relaxation. Sign number 1 is lowering the head. Okay, if her head drops, she's relaxing. Sign number 2 is chewing and licking like this, with no food in her mouth. Sign number 3 is a big sigh like this. Sign number 4 is lifting that hind leg just like that, as if you were standing in a cafe waiting for your friends. And sign number 5, which is a little bit more subtle, is that they'll blink. They'll blink their eyes. So why are these signs of relaxation? It's because, ask yourself, what kind of prey animal would be out in the wild and feel some kind of threat and then lower its head and start thinking about food? None. Think of her as a deer, for example. How would a deer respond when it's in a state of fear? Head up, eyes open, don't breathe. And then the slightest movement, shoot, she's gone. So really trying to build her trust between me and her. This is very, very nice. I'm going to go for the face now. Good. So I'm going to keep emphasizing the fact that this rope is loose. So we did a lot more desensitizing with her the other day, but for today I'm just going to take this saddle pad and just think of it as a plastic bag. I'm going to let her sniff, retreat. Approach, good, retreat, approach, retreat, approach, retreat. There's one concept I constantly have on my mind, is I never want to tap into my ego and think that I'm the greatest guy with horses. I'm always trying to think of how can I let this horse win? I want her to feel like she's winning every time I communicate with her. Every time I ask a question, I want her to know the answer. So she develops what? Confidence. Because respect with trust, and you know your job, you know the lesson, you go into that exam, and you're confident. So you see, normally what would happen is you'd hold the horse or somebody would help you like this. Somebody would hold the horse, the other person would sneak up and just slowly put the saddle pad on. With me, remember, it's the louder you are, the quieter your horse gets. Right, here's the moment of truth. Easy. Here's the moment of truth. Approach, retreat. Approach, retreat. Now, from a human perspective, this looks like what? A saddle, right? It's just a saddle. To her, she just smelt it. What did she smell? A saddle? Nope. She just smelled a dead cow. And you think she doesn't know that? She wouldn't have survived 50 million years if she didn't understand what a prey animal smelled like. So right now, this lion, this predator, has just taken a dead cow and put it on her back. And she happily stood there without giving me any trouble, which is great. Right. Next level. Easy, easy. Now the first couple of times I saddled her, we had some wild bucks But hopefully today it will be a lot less. Easy, 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 easy. There we go. And sometimes she shies away from that scream, which is totally normal. Easy, girl. Easy, girl. Good. Here we go. Almost like she knows she wants to go for a little bit of a buck. Whoop, whoop. Pressure, release. So if she moves now, it's terrible for me, because this is a critical moment. If she bucks with the saddle half on, it might roll underneath her belly, and it would be a disaster. If she bucks with the saddle on all, and fully on, not a big deal. We'll deal with that. All right. Okay. Now I can work a little bit freely. Tighten up the front and the back. Right, so let's see what she does today. So much better. But let's see what happens if she speeds up. So today I'm not going to let her rest if she bucks and tries to jump on me. Hey. Good. So you can see again I'm playing with pressure and release. If she's bucking towards me, I increase the pressure to whatever I need it to be to get her to think of something different. And then when she goes the right way, it's an immediate release. It's not like I punish her for it. No, I'm just increasing pressure and then release when she gives me the response that I want. Change, stop here. Good. Go that way. But that was a close call. That has actually never happened to me before, where a horse actually jumps towards me. But for you watching here, when I was doing the whole process, she looked like a nicely trained horse, didn't she? She's had 1 hour and 45 minutes of entire education. So 3 days ago, she'd never seen a saddle. Good. I wish I had my stick closer. Good girl. That was better. Well done. Sorry, I'll get the stick. All right, now that's out of her system. Let's get to work. So right now on her mind, what she's thinking about is my back feels really weird, and there's some kind of animal biting at my belly. So what's her normal response? Her normal response is to kick and jump and try to get that animal off her back or from underneath her belly. So my job is to change what she's thinking about. Here she's getting a bit too excited. If that aerial camera can be a little bit more steady. So here, for example, every time I send her this way, watch the difference. When I send her this way and then I ask her to stop, watch how easily she'll stop. Here, there, there's nothing, okay? Watch on this side now. When I ask her to stop, easily, watch what happens. She keeps going, well that was okay, but she keeps going like this. She doesn't want to stop. So this is an indicator that I need to increase the pressure some more so that she fully understands she needs to yield that hind quarter, her back legs need to cross, and she needs to face me. So ask her again, she doesn't want to go. There, release. So you see that buildup of pressure? Again, it's not an emotional thing. It's not like, it's just what kind of pressure does she need? Does she need this level, that level? And when can I release? That's better. Do you see the difference? So with lighter pressure, she just stopped this time. Good, go this way. Excellent. Now we're going to go for slightly more difficult lunging, which is she's going to be on a smaller circle, and I'm going to be touching her at the same time. But what I want you to notice there is when I lifted this bag, and she got a little bit nervous, what did she do? She stopped. Okay, so that's her first thought. Scary, stop. Not scary, bolt. So now what I want to explain to her is that she can move at the same time as being touched. Why? Because I want her to move at the same time as being touched by me on her back. Good, like that. That's good. Good. Asking questions. That's better. Good. So when she's moving, she feels good. When she stops, pressure is increased. Go this way. Good. She's confused here. She thinks she has to stand still. But I'd like her to move and be touched. Good. 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 That's good. That's very nice. There we go. She's moving, being touched, and she's not pulling away now. Excellent. Good. Yield. Much better. Go this way. And she's really scared of this area here, so I want to work her just a little bit. Look, with the camera, can you not come over her head? Hello? Camera? Can you not come over her head? Yeah. Good, this is good. Yield, send the other way. Excellent. So you guys are getting a first-hand experience at what it looks like to break in a horse. Good. Excellent. I need her to relax a little bit more, so how do I do that? Easy. I scare her more. So the quieter I am, the louder she's going to get. The louder I am, the quieter she's going to get. So let's find something really loud. Let's desensitize her with this, because this is going to be a lot scarier than me on her back. So again, same principle. Approach, she's curious, I release. Approach, release. Approach, release. great. You see this? Most horses, even top champions, show jumpers, endurance horses, flat race horses, they don't have enough trust in their riders to be able to allow them to put things like this on their back and all this kind of stuff. But it's really, really simple. Very nice. Okie doke. I'm gonna have to ask her to canter, okay? Because I need her to move out a lot more and get her legs freed up. Because if I don't, what's gonna happen is she's gonna trot around with me on her back and she's gonna look relatively okay. And then when I ask her to canter and she feels like she's going a little bit fast, the survival mode will kick back in. And then she'll start to buck and I'll fall. We don't want that, do we? So I'm going to put a longer rope on. And I'm not going to do that much. If she does a good job, we're just going to leave it there, you know? But I need her to feel the saddle in canter. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's great. That's good. Slide my hand down, just look at her hind. That's great, well done. We're gonna let her know, again, that she did a great job. You see when I touch her, she starts to chew and lick straight away in relaxation mode. All right, let's go this way, try this side. This is typically her worst side, I've noticed. She's not as good here as she is the other side. So let's see what she does. So for those horse people, you'll see that she's cross-firing. There we go. Trying to pull away from me. All typical. All right. I just wanted to see what she would do, really. So I think I'm about ready. Or actually, one more little test. So she's been desensitized to like things that move, but she hasn't really been desensitized to loud noises. So I'd like to see if I can desensitize her to something quite loud. Okay, here we go. Easy. Easy. So you see the horse is nervous because the faster the horses go, the more they're thinking about survival. The slower the horse goes, the less they're thinking about survival. There we go. There we go. And her front legs are shaking now. That's adrenaline. She's thinking, whoa, what just happened there? So what should I do? I should take my time, right? To make sure that she's in the right mental state before I ever think about jumping on. Very nice. So now, I'm just gonna do what we did before. There we go. And this, I haven't done this with her before, so she should be a little bit afraid. Gonna start off slow. If she gives me a sign like that, then I'm just gonna release. I'm gonna let her win. Pressure, 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 pressure. Good. So now we're gonna increase. That's great. Excellent there. Good girl. Very nice. And notice again, that I'm not holding her in place, okay? She's learning quite quickly. Very nice. You saw that head, right? Remember, horses haven't got the ability to lie. They can't lie and say, no, I'm fine. See what I mean by the louder you get, the quieter she gets? Yes? Good. Now, you guys might think that I'm the horse trainer here. The truth is, anybody that applies pressure to a horse is a horse trainer. Anybody that releases pressure to a horse is a horse trainer. So I want to ask you guys for a huge favor, okay? Literally, my safety is on the line, okay? If I get on her, she goes wild, I'm in a bit of trouble. So I need her to actually get comfortable with you guys. What I want you to do, from all over the arena, when I raise my hand, I want you to clap as loud as you possibly can. And then when I put my hand down, I want you to stop. Okay? Deal? Deal? 1, 2, 3. Release. Now I feel safe getting on her. You know why, right? There was a big roar of applause. She didn't react. She didn't get crazy. All right. I'll trust her then. There we go. And this horse, she doesn't know left, she doesn't know right, she doesn't know go, she doesn't know stop, she doesn't know anything. However, what I'm going to be using with her is this rope halter. Sorry. Okay? So I don't know if you guys can see from over there, but there's no bit in the mouth, okay? That's because I know she's going to be going left and right and forward and slow and fast. And my hands are going to be a little bit all over the place. The last thing I want to do is punish her, like from my balance. If I lose balance and I pick up on the reins and there's a metal in her mouth, it's going to cause her pain. It's going to ruin that sensitivity of the mouth. So I'd rather not get it involved with the mouth and just use this rope around the nose. I think that's more than enough to fully control a horse. Now here's the plan, okay? The plan is, if she does do anything silly, I need to remember where the power of the horse comes from. The power of the horse, it looks like she has a really good strong chest, but the real power comes from behind, okay? It's like me. My hands, I know they look very muscular, but they're not my main powerhouse. My main powerhouse is my legs, my back legs. So if I'm standing like this, or I'm standing like this, come try to fight me. I can move, I can jump, I can kick, I can punch, I can move. I've got power, I've got a nice base. But if you put me in this position here, and then a little kid can come and push me sideways and I'll fall. So I lose the power when the hind legs cross. So I need to be able to bend her head around like this. Exactly. Because if she moves now, her hind legs are going to cross. Good. So you see how light that is? So I'm barely touching with my fingers, and she's following that. So I need to do that on both sides and make sure that she's willing, or she understands how to bend at least. So here. Here she's a little stiff. There, release. And again, it's applied pressure. Once she gives me the right answer, look at my fingers, it's just like that. Once she gives me the right answer, release. All right. I've been delaying this. Here we go. Again, this is not a macho thing. It's not about me trying to show you how good I am. So now what I'm going to do, instead of thinking about riding, I'm going to think about desensitizing my horse to my own body. So I'm going to, every time she gives me something that I want, I'm going to release. So here's something that I want. Don't move. What should I do now? Jump on? No, I should release the pressure and let her win. Say yes, that's what I want. Don't run off. So I'm going to put my foot in the stirrup again, but this time I'm going to take it to the next level. I'm going to jump up and down. If she doesn't move, that's what I want. I release that pressure. Maybe just rubbery. Jump up and down. She doesn't move, rubber. That's great. Remember, the louder you are, the quieter the horse. Now halfway on, she looks at me, she drops her head. Should I get on? No. I should let her win. Now, when I do get on, guys, it's no joke. Like if you're standing on the sides, don't try to scare her or just let me get through this. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to put my leg up here. There, she drops her head. I come down. Because a lot of trainers, they tell you, make sure you clear your leg over the horse's backside. So I want to make sure that if I do ever get on her and I kick her by accident, she doesn't go crazy. 1, 2, 3. Big round of applause. That's great. How many of you here ride horses? Show of hands. Nobody from here. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, they're all coming out now. Over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's funny. How many have you tried to ride a horse that is maybe 10, 11, 12 years old, and you go to put your foot in the stirrup and it starts to move? Lots of people, yeah? It's a common thing. Horses will try to escape, always try to escape. If you don't take them through this process, they'll always try to run away. So here, I'm not holding. That's great, but don't lie down, please. Don't be too relaxed. I just want to check my girth. It can be a little bit tighter. And because I tightened it, it might feel different, so I'm just going to move the legs around. See what I mean by the back legs crossing? This is what I want to be able to do when I'm on her back. Good. Get on. And then both feet in the stirrups. Oh. Okay. So yesterday when I tried to ride her, she didn't understand anything about going forwards. She kept going around in circles. For me, that's okay. Hopefully today I wanted to move forwards. I wanted to go walk, trot, canter. But I'm gonna start in circles. Can anybody answer why? Because when she's moving in a circle, the back legs are crossing, she hasn't got the power. So I'm going to start off here, touch her with my legs, release with my legs. Good girl. Keep her going. She stops. Now I apply the pressure with my legs like this. She moves, I release my legs. As soon as I feel her get a little bit tense, I do a smaller circle. Good girl. Good girl. Turn her this way. Easy. 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 So I'm going to bend her around a little bit more, just because I want her to stop a little bit. Good. And now at this stage, I'm fully in training mode. I have to think about the horse 100%. Now if she trots off, I'm going to stop her. Like that, stop her immediately. See, with one rein, I've got a lot more control than if I just pull back on two reins. Easy, easy. There you go. Release the pressure there. And for now, do you think it's a good idea to ask her to go left or right or straight or anything? No, that's too many commands. Walk and go right? I don't know that. I don't even know walk. So I have to let her go anywhere she wants. Keep it really simple. So, touch with my legs. Whoa, very sensitive. Where does she want to go? That's fine. As long as she doesn't trot, she'll be okay. Don't go home. There. Why do I feel like I'm falling off? Easy. Easy. Good. There we go. I might just use two hands. But I'm not going to be pulling back. I'm always just going to be using one rein at a time. I know that guy's really handsome. Good girl. So if the camera moves away, that would be great, thank you. So as long as she's walking, I'm just really chilled on her. Okay? This is great. Good girl, Juju. So loose reins. My legs are completely off, so there's no pressure. That's great. See where her head is? Telling me that she's getting relaxed. And you can see in her walk, she's walking gently, calmly. Well done. Again, she wants to walk sideways, wherever she wants to go, she's allowed to go. Very smart horses. She's been here for about 3 days now, and she's already learned that that gate means go home. It means go to a stable. That's why she'll walk slow over here, and she'll want to be right next to that door because she wants to go home. It's all natural stuff. Good. That's okay. You're all right. Now, the aim is to get her cantering as well today, okay? But to get to that level, you're going to have to bear with me until I feel like this horse is actually ready for us, okay? Or if you pay me a lot of money, I'll ask her to canter now. Good. Excellent. So you see this? This is a sign telling me that I can push the limits a little bit more. It's not a sign of a horse that is in survival mode, distress. So here, if I touch her with my leg, she'll trot. If I just very lightly touch her with my leg, she'll trot. Because she's relaxed and she's listening. She can notice the difference. So let's try. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask her to trot off a few steps, and then I'm going to ask her to stop. Okay? And I'm going to repeat that process several times. Okay. Right. Touch her with my legs, and then stop her. Again, ask her to go. Touch her, now stop her. Touch her with my legs. And now stop her. The more I do this, I want you to notice what's happening in her mind. Every time I say go, she goes for a few strides, and then I ask her to stop. So eventually, very quickly I hope, every time I ask her to trot, what is she going to be thinking? She's going to be thinking, when is he going to ask me to stop? Which means she trots with stop on her mind. Good. This is good. So again, totally loose rein. She gets a bit nervous. I just gently bend her head around. It doesn't take anything, really. Good, release it. Chewing and licking. Ask her to trot off again. So pressure stays on until pressure might increase. Good, until she trots, and then I release. Good girl. Good girl. So what's one area of the arena that she doesn't want to be in? Next to the screen and over there. She's quite happy being over here. So eventually when I go to stop her, good. I'm going to bend her head around here. Make this place in the arena feel uncomfortable. Make it feel uncomfortable. Make it feel uncomfortable. So I'm telling you, it's a lot easier to go straight than it is to stop. Good girl. Here I'm going to let her relax and just walk. When she gets back there, I'm going to ask her to trot. But I'm really happy with where she's at the minute. Having zero experience. Good. Good. Anywhere you want, just trot. Don't move, guys. Good. So I'm holding my horn, so if she bucks, I don't want to pull really hard on the reins. I'd much rather hold on to my saddle. Good. So now we're getting her moving. Well done. We're going to stop rubbing all over her here. Keep rubbing, keep rubbing. She's going to soon figure out that this area doesn't mean rest. She's not going home. Good. try to guide her a little bit. There we go. And guess what I'm going to do here? I'm going to stop her. Easy. And relax. So make that area over there where she wants to be feel like a little bit of hard work, you know? If I said you can stand anywhere you like, but over there you have to do 10 push-ups, let's stay there, and over here you can just stand still. You think, yeah, I'll stand still. So I want this area to be more and more tempting for her. Rather than guide her and try to make her come here, she felt like she worked hard enough over there, she'd like to try somewhere else. And I say, yes, good. See the ears? Where are they now? Turn back straight towards me. So I know that if I touch her here, it's an immediate thing. If her ears are forwards and she's looking at the crowd and ears are at the crowd, if I touch her with my leg, she won't even hear it. Here we go. Come on. That's it. If she wants to go over there, I'm going to actually make her work a little bit. Like this. So, from the moment I took the reins off the groom till this point here, it's been 40 minutes. And you saw what she did when I put the saddle on, right? Who saw it? She was wild with that saddle. She almost jumped on top of me. And now, it's like I'm riding a school horse. Hopefully I can touch her back here, something like that. But this is amazing. I touched her in a place that she doesn't want to be touched. What did she do? Run? The lesson is sinking in now. When you get scared, stop. Okay, she's giving me more confidence now to actually ask her to do more and more. There. Easy. Good girl. Let's see if it works again. If I touch her, what happens? There we go. That's a good signal to stop your horse. There's rubber. Obviously, I don't want that, but it's a good sign that she's learning that when she's scared, just stop. Gonna ask her to go? Very nice. Watch out, she's gonna jump! Good girl. Let's go for a trot. Let's see if now I can start to guide her a little bit. So my hands are really wide. Okay? Camera. Don't move. There we go. My hands are really wide here. Good. It's not every day you get to ride a young horse. Might as well enjoy it. And at this stage, what's going through my mind is, I have 2 kids at home. I don't have any money to leave my kids. If anybody would like to look after them if I'm gone, to all the people that I've hurt in my life, I'm really sorry. No. What's going through my mind here is focus on my horse. What does she feel like? How is she feeling? Is she telling me you can go the next level? Or is she saying you pushed me too hard, too fast? What do you guys think? Clap if you think we've done a good job so far. Really? I come out here and I risk my life, and you give me half a clap in between each drink in your tea? Come on! That's great. Well done, girl. Well done. Now I'm going to really start to get loud. So moving my hands, making a few noises. Uh-oh. Easy, girl. So I'm gonna attempt a little bit of a canter. Oh, that's great. Another round of applause from these guys here. You haven't done it yet. Come on. And again. Increase. Good. Good, girl. Easy. One rein. Excellent. We're going to rest her here a little bit. Full release of pressure over here. Let her investigate. Good. And you see how relaxed she is when I don't ask her for anything? Now we're going to ask her for another canter when we get to here. So I'm going to have to increase the pressure a little bit. I'm going to use this string and tap her on the bum. She might buck. She can at least talk fast. You know that. Come. Good, good, good. Excellent. Good. There we go. There we go. Easy. Well, I couldn't tell you, I can't tell you how pleased I am with that first ride. There's not many people in the world, honestly, that are prepared to do this kind of stuff live in front of an audience. There's about 6 or 7 people, and they're all very, very famous. I'm not out to be famous. Well, I am. But what I am out to do is to really bring this approach, this knowledge. It doesn't change the way you ride at the top. But what it does do, they say if you want to change your results, change your actions. To change your actions, you've got to change your emotions, the way you feel about things. That's the real driver towards anything you do in life. To change your emotions, you've got to change the way you think. My job is just to show you a new way of thinking, to change the way you think, so that at the end, you'll go on your own journey, your results will be completely different in a good sense. So I hope you've enjoyed today. We'll be back tomorrow. I have half an hour slot with her. But day 5, I'm not going to work with her much tomorrow, but day 5, we're going to have obstacles out here. We're going to be walking, trotting, cantering, maybe doing a few jumps. See what she's able to do. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great evening. And if you do have any questions, my name is Amr from Elite Horsemanship. You can contact me on my Instagram page or YouTube channel, or come approach me. I'm a really nice guy most of the time. Ask me any questions you've got.